Camp Kitchen.
Andy's Camp Kitchen.
Hello there and welcome again to another episode of Andy's Camp Kitchen. Here we are, Queen's Birthday weekend 2013. Last day before we pack up, beautiful sunny day, and we're going to make what we call the leftovers omelette. As you can see, what we have, our bacon again, some diced onions, mushrooms, bit of cheese and some lovely eggs. And remember, when you use cheese, I always like Coon tasty cheese. Coon I find to be the most creamiest and most tastiest cheese on the market. Coon cheese. Okay, what we're going to do first is we're just going to fry up the onion, bacon and some mushies and get that ready for the omelette. So what we'll do, we've got enough here for a couple of omelettes, so we'll just put half of that in. Like that. Bit of the onion. And we'll give that a bit of a stir around. It's an active campsite this morning. As you can hear, it's an active campsite because everyone's packing up. And while they're packing up, we're just going to cook up some omelettes for them. And I'll be back to you in a moment. Okay, now the onions and bacon are just browning up nicely there, and they really, oh, don't they smell good? Is that all right? Now what we're going to do is we're going to put a few mushies in there just to get them a bit ready to go. We'll give them a couple of minutes and then we'll get the rest of the ingredients going. But that smells lovely. Doesn't that smell lovely? Yes.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
I can smell it from here.
Okay. Okay, our bacon, onions and mushrooms, they're just about ready, so we'll just take them off the flame. Just let them sit there for a minute. Now what we're going to do is crack a few eggs into this lovely yellow bowl from Decor. Decor plastic bowls. The best bowls on the market. Decor. Now I'll just crack a couple of eggs into there. Generally 3 is good enough. And we'll give them a light whisk just to mix the yolk and the whites up and get it a nice consistent yellow colour like the bowl. Oh, those onions smell beautiful. I can just, my mouth's watering a little bit waiting for this omelette. So once we've done that, we'll just pop a little bit of cheese in there. Coon cheese, the best cheese on the market. Just fold that in like that. We're just going to put a couple of granules, I'll get that right, of garlic in there. And a little dash of mixed, oh, I got coriander, that's what I want. We'll leave that out then. So we'll just fold that in. Now we'll just get our onion, bacon and mushies. And what I find is when you put the hot food into there, it'll just start cooking while you're folding. Not much, so don't panic too much. And what we'll do is we'll just fold that in there just so the ingredients of the onion and the bacon and the mushrooms has a fairly even consistency. Now we'll put our pan back on the burner and we'll put that in there. Like that. And what we'll do is we'll get another frying pan here and I just pop a lid on it and we'll let that go and we'll come back in a few minutes and see how we go. Okay, what we're going to do, it's been a couple of minutes now, so we're just going to lift the lid off and just see how the top of the omelette's going there. And yep, she's cooking nicely there. Probably about another 3 to 5 minutes away, so we'll just pop the lid back on and let it go. Okay, we're just going to lift the lid off again and just check and see how we're going. She's bubbling nicely there, so she'll be forming a nice little crust underneath on the omelette. And we'll just let the top there just dry out just a little bit more before we give it a quick turn. So we'll put the lid back on and give it a couple more minutes. Okay, what we're going to do is we're just going to lift the lid off, and that's looking pretty good now. So what we're going to do is we'll just give it a quick flip. So let's see how I go here. Now this is where it can change from an omelette to scrambled egg. Not bad, Andy. Pretty good. And as you can see, we've got a nice even brown crust on the back of the omelette. And what we'll do is we'll just let that brown off and come back in a couple of seconds. Okay, so she's right to go. It looks pretty good. So we're just going to flip half of that onto there. And there we go. That's a beautiful last morning leftover omelette. Now we'll just get someone to try and sample it. We got a young fella over here ready to go.
Oh, fantastic. Looks good. Oh, really well.
See what you think of that, son.
That's really good, Andy. Fantastic.
Well done.